It's Easter Sunday, and we celebrate the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, a day faith, family, and the power of the truth. Welcome to a special edition of Amelia News, the Gilded Pulpit. Today, we peel back the layers of faith-based exploitation on this most sacred of weekends. As we are in this holy season, if you are looking for a really good Christian church with non-dodgy pastors, do your due diligence, use some discernment. Sociopaths, as we have seen with Ricky Doolan, and great showmen. Don't be blinded by the performance, look for the fruit. Ricky isn't the only one. Today, you look at 5 other infamous pastors pursuing their own wealth. I'm Amelia, she's Lily, and if you didn't hear it here first, you didn't hear it at all. First on our list is Gilbert Deya, a man who promised supernatural miracles but delivered a decade-long legal nightmare. Roll the VT.
Gilbert Deya claimed the power of God could grant infertile women miracle babies. But behind the altar, a darker trade was being whispered.
The miracles didn't hold up in the lab. DNA testing proved these miracle babies had no genetic link to the mothers who claimed them. If they weren't miracles, they were victims.
Authorities began to trace a trail of stolen children, snatched from the vulnerable, to fuel a lie. Justice moved slow, but it moved. The UK authorities stepped in, and the man who claimed to work miracles found himself caught in a very real legal net.
He fought it for 10 years, but the road ended at Heathrow.
Extradited to Nairobi to face the music, the miracle man was finally out of time. You'd think that was the end, but in 2023, a Kenyan court acquitted him of child trafficking. Today, his ministry is still thriving, bigger than ever. How? Because his followers chose the performance over the proof. Blind loyalty is a powerful drug, and Deya knows exactly how to dose it. Deya's miracles were a mirage. Use your discernment. But he's small fry compared to our next pastor, Kenneth Copeland, a man who claims he needs a private jet because commercial flights are full of demons. Meet the wealthiest pastor in the world. Kenneth Copeland claims he can't fly commercial because he refuses to get in a long tube full of demons. Copeland isn't just a preacher, he's the architect of the prosperity gospel, a system where the faithful give their last cent while he amasses billions. It's not just a church, it's a tax-exempt fortress, complete with its own private airport and a luxury mansion, all funded by the seed of his followers. When questioned by the secular press, the smile vanished. The world witnessed a piercing, intense reaction that many found unsettling. During the global pandemic, Copeland took to the airwaves. He commanded the virus to be gone with a wind of God, while his bank account only grew.
If you thought Easter was the only time for a resurrection, Alph Lukau tried to prove you wrong. A viral miracle in Johannesburg that looked more like a bad movie.
As the police closed in, the church began to backtrack. They claimed the man was already breathing when he arrived, an ambiguous defense for a resurrection.
Minutes after rising, Elliot displayed a miraculous appetite. For a man who had supposedly been dead for 3 days, his digestive system was in perfect working order. The world wasn't buying it. The #resurrection challenge went viral as millions mocked the stunt, turning Lukau's miracle into a global punchline. The miracle quickly turned into a legal nightmare. 3 funeral homes sued, claiming they were manipulated into a scheme that threatened their professional reputations. It wasn't just a civil matter. The South African police opened a criminal case of general fraud as authorities moved to investigate the logistics behind the staged event. As the police closed in, the church began to backtrack. They claimed Lukau never said he raised the dead, but was simply following a spiritual instruction for a man who was already breathing. Lukau's resurrection was a theatrical failure, but our next pastor took the drama even further. Shepherd Bushiri, a man who skipped bail and fled across a border to escape charges of massive financial fraud. Before the escape, Bushiri built a $100 million empire in South Africa, an empire that the state is now dismantling, piece by luxury piece.
South Africa wants him back. Interpol has issued a red notice. But in his home country of Malawi, Bushiri remains a free man, fighting a complex diplomatic battle to avoid trial. Even as a fugitive, the Major One brand remains lucrative. From anointed oils to miracle wealth seeds, faith has been transformed into a highly profitable global commodity.
Bushiri remains a diplomatic enigma. But our final subject is a man who didn't just escape the law, he escaped a total public exposure. Peter Popoff, the master of the radio miracle.
Peter Popoff claimed to hear the voice of God. In reality, he was hearing his wife Elizabeth reading details from prayer cards over a secret radio frequency.
The voice of God was finally intercepted. Investigator James Randi used a radio scanner to prove that Popoff's revelations were coming from a transmitter, not the heavens.
Has back pain. After a 1987 bankruptcy, Popoff didn't disappear. He reinvented. He traded the earpiece for miracle spring water, sent via direct mail to those in desperate financial need. Popoff's modern strategy targets those in financial ruin. He promises supernatural debt cancellation in exchange for a seed, a small payment that fuels his multi-million-dollar return. While his followers struggle with debt, Popoff enjoys the spoils of his miracle industry. A multi-million-dollar California estate and a fleet of luxury cars are the real results of the seed faith. Despite decades of investigative reports and public shaming, Popoff's machine continues to grind. He is the Teflon preacher, seemingly immune to the consequences of his own exposure. In the digital age, Popoff has found a new sanctuary. Algorithms now do the work for him, delivering his promises of wealth to a whole new generation of the vulnerable. This concludes our infamous 5 this Easter Sunday. What do you guys think? How do these guys keep getting away with it? We may do a new series each week exposing the dark, bringing light to the world on these shady people. Let us know what you think about that. Tikipwe. For now, have a great rest of your Easter Sunday and weekend. From me, Amelia, and of course, Lilio, it's a good night and God bless. Stay sharp, stay informed, stay with Amelia News. Well, we did it, girl. But honestly, the king wouldn't even highlight Easter, so we've had to do the heavy lifting ourselves. I think the king should hang his head in shame, really. Don't miss a single exposure. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to join the IME Global Media community. Real news, real truth, right here.